Hello there, YouTube. It is a beautiful day here in Florida. Kind of gray overcast, but just a wonderful day out. I'm making a video today for you all in my Rex Viper t-shirt. I guess to make a quick announcement. I know today is Thursday, so I normally do stream on Thursdays. However, I do have some unfortunate news that I'm going to have to break my weekly streaming streak this week and probably next week as well. There's a non-zero chance I may even stream tomorrow night, but it probably won't happen. I'm doing some home redecorating / renovation stuff. So my office where I normally stream from is kind of a mess, and I don't have my computer set up, and I won't be able to get it set up until probably later sometime next week. In addition, next week I have plans. I will not be in town for Thursday. So, no stream tonight or next Thursday. So I will return to the weekly streams, I guess that'd be 2 weeks from today. I'll be back then. But I know this is unfortunate, disappointing to me, and as punishment for doing this, I will, in penance, be shaving my head on stream this Sunday. I don't know exactly what time this Sunday, but I will be shaving my head, so instead of having 2 streams today and next week, you'll get 1 stream this Sunday where I will shave my head in penance, and I will sing the I'm bald, I'm so very, very bald song after I am done streaming, after I'm done shaving my head. So I think there's something about there's a bald song. We'll do karaoke of that as a bald man, and I'm not gonna use a guard. It's not gonna be just a buzz cut. It is gonna be, I will be fully bald, down to the chrome dome. There will be no hair left on my head besides what's on my chin. It will all be gone. This is unfortunate for me, as I'm not looking forward to this, but I feel it's the minimum I can do for failing you all today and next week for not streaming. That's all I can say. I'm really sorry. I had plans to review all the Star Wars movies, and there's Summer Games Fest on Friday. I could have reviewed that or done something with that the week after. I could have done something, and maybe I still will talk about some of that during my shaving my head stream. But I just can't, in good faith, stream tonight because I can't physically, and I can't make a promise saying I can stream next week when I just don't think I'll be able to. So I hope this appeases all my fans. I hope you can accept this as an apology, and I hope you will tune in on Sunday for my head shaving stream. Yeah. I'm very sad about this. Hopefully we can beat Donkey Kong at some point this month, and I'll be able to show you. The only upside I will say is that when this is done, I will have a more proper setup for my painting streams. I will be able to get camera arm set up for my phone so I can do painting and or modeling streams with you guys, which hopefully be entertaining for somebody. It'll be entertaining for me. I'll enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, I understand. But ideally with my new desk set up and the way my office will be rearranged, and I will do an office tour, a tour of my office. I haven't done a tour of my office at all since I moved to my home that I've been in for a number of years now. I haven't done a house tour or anything like that for a variety of reasons, but I will do an office tour to show how I've got everything set up. I hope you're looking forward to it. I know I certainly am, and I'd appreciate your patience with me as we progress through this troubling times. There's a guy fucking biking here. These guys t-shirt on, it's like a headband. It's like, come on, dude. What the fuck? Sometimes I drive around my town, and I don't hate the town I live in. I actually like it most days. But sometimes I drive around town, and and this is the thing with Florida. I've enjoyed living in Florida quite a bit, and it's definitely way better than Minnesota. But I do have some irks. We're gonna do a little irk. This is if you just care about the streams, whatever. Don't want to hear a rant video over beyond. Anyways, one of the things with Florida is that you just inevitably, no matter what city you're in, you're just gonna get some fucking crackhead that's like splayed out, like this fucking like so just like completely fucking high off his ass, just wandering the streets like like a complete bozo. It's unavoidable that it will happen. I the other night I was driving through town and there was just some guy pushing a shopping cart in the middle of the road with a fucking like baby stroller inside of it, and he was going like and weaving up and down the lanes, and there's cars coming both ways. It's not like a fucking big like road. It wasn't like a small like neighborhood road. I was looking on a busy street, right, with like traffic, and there's cars coming both directions, and I almost hit this guy, and he like swerved in, and it's like I almost hit this guy, and then he's almost gotten hit by the guys coming the other way from me, and it's like, listen, I get it. You're high off your butt, but like, no, I don't get this. Why is this allowed? You know? And I can complain to the police, but what are they gonna do? You know, when I complained to the police about people doing stuff once in my ear, they said, "Oh, this is just the kind of town it is, man." And I'm like, well, it's kind of your job to not make it like that. You know, maybe I don't want it to be like that. I don't live in a shithole town, right? But sometimes they're just parts of town that aren't my town. They just are a shithole. And it's really fucking frustrating. I don't know. I wish things were better. I can't complain too much. I'm much happier than I was living in Minnesota. That's for sure. Let me tell you about that place. That place stank. So where I am now is better. It's not as good as the place I was living at when I first moved to Florida, but it's still pretty good. You know, I'm okay. But in Florida in general, even like when I lived in pretty nice neighborhoods over by Orlando area, there was just, if you go down if you turn down the wrong street, you just get into what seems like a drug den, you know. And just like that, there's certain streets in your town, wherever you are, that are just like, you don't go there. And there are other streets that are like super rich, like, you know, gated communities. And it's like, I guess it's HOAs. If you have an HOA, and actually you do that, you know, people dog on HOAs, and for a lot of good reasons. But when you're battling against the inevitable tide of decay and destruction of civilization, sometimes an HOA is one of your only bastions against it, which isn't a good thing that that's the case, but it is a reality. You know, if your options are living next to annoying Karen who complains about how you cut your lawn and meth house, which do you choose? And as a white man in America, that's a choice you have to make, unfortunately, if you want to live in any kind of civilization. If you want to go live out in the country, that's fine, but there are downsides to living out in the country, as I'm sure you all know. And downsides that I'm not willing to make, unfortunately. And now with the cost of land rising and insurance prohibitively, it's not even that I don't want to make it, sometimes you just can't make it. But the times are changing. Anyways, shaving my head on Sunday. We'll see you all then. I'm disappointed. You know, you're mad. I can tell all my fans will be mad at me. But hopefully this will make up for it, and you understand that hopefully this will absolve me of my guilt. Doing this action for you will absolve the guilt that I have for this action. Anyways, I'm kind of waiting until some traffic slows down so I can reach up to turn my camera off, but I just can't. It's just busy. It just keeps going. Nissan GMC. Yeah. I hope you like my racist Simpsons video. You know, I saw Super Eye Patch Wolf made the Simpsons Are Bad Now video. And it's time to come to terms with the fact that Super Eye Patch Wolf has outlived his welcome as a member of the online community. And we, as individuals, as a people, need to speak up and reject Super Eye Patch Wolf at the box office, is what I think. We need to vote with our wallets and vote with our spirits and vote out Super Eye Patch Wolf so that we don't have to deal with tiny little peckerwoods like him anymore dictating how I can live my life. That's all I think. I don't want some pathetic, dyed white hair, small leprechaun dictating to me anything. I don't even want to hear his voice. I don't want to see him. He should just not be allowed to post videos anymore. We should have an injunction brought against him by the state of Ireland for crimes against humanity, for the terrible content he posts. I think there needs to be a law against corny takes. We need like a law against corny people. In America, we can't do that. But in Ireland, in the great, in the Emerald Isle, oh laddie, in the Emerald Isle, they don't have the protections of freedom of speech like we do here in America. So in the Emerald Isle, we could potentially give Super Eye Patch Wolf the horror of being branded officially too corny to post YouTube videos by the Irish government. It's a possibility. It's an improbability, but it's not an impossibility. And that's the difference. That's the difference between a project that's dead in the water and a project that has faith behind it. We need the Irish faith to snuff out the heinous crimes of Super Eye Patch Wolf. Especially this regular Eye Patch Wolf channel. He needs to delete it immediately for my personal sake, or I will not be able to live another second. Good night. I will see you all on Sunday, where I will forever lose what little hair I have left.